Good evening, guys. I think it's about 11 o'clock, so I have to have my inside voice, so hopefully you'll be able to hear what I'm talking about. So everybody should know about Alligator Alcatraz, right? Well, that's not my forte. This is not the sort of thing that I normally talk about, but I was watching a video last night, and I saw an image of a phrase on the entrance of one of the concentration camps. And so I thought, well, I wonder if there's other images of other camps that have different phrases on them. So, well, I went to look that up. And so I found a list of concentration camps, early camps, and then like the major ones. Well, I clicked on the first one, which was in the early category. And I read it, and I was like, I showed my husband, I read it to him, and I said, what does that sound like? So this morning I got up very early, so I did a screen/voice recording, and I had to use my inside voice because it was very early and everyone was sleeping. So I'm going to go ahead and play that recording and read for you guys what I found. And so I'm going to sit here with you guys while you listen to it, and then we'll pick up from that video. All right, it's not long, it's like a minute and a half. So, all right. Well, I will be right back with you guys. So this is what I found. List of camps, early camps, Bretano concentration camp. Okay, so listen up. Let me see, where am I going to read from? So between the early 17th and late 19th centuries, it mostly served as a country residence. It was converted into a prison labor camp for beggars, vagabonds, and so-called lewd women in 1874. 3 years later, an institution for the rural poor was established alongside the prison camp. Treatment at the prison was considered cruel, with lengthy sentences and hard labor for minor criminal offenses, including poverty. The Nazis converted the camp into a concentration camp for political prisoners in June 1933. It closed approximately 9 months later in March 1934. During this time, the camp held political prisoners from Hesse and Thuringia, Germany. In 1940, the camp reopened and served as forced labor camp until 1945. But it's that second paragraph that I want you guys to pay attention to. Okay, it was converted into a prison labor camp for beggars, vagabonds, and so-called lewd women, including for being poor. Interesting, right? And of course, everyone is, playing, all these clips of Trump saying that he's going to shut down the slums. Well, who lives in slums, or what we determine slums are? It's usually poor people, those in poverty, right? And so I was reading a bunch of the other concentration camp histories, right? And during that time, and it was really weird because they all seemed to open the same year, which was like 1933, and then they closed down in 1934, and then they would pick back up, and they were called something else, and I thought that was just crazy. But so look at the prisoners that they had, okay? So now that early one that I just talked about, right, which was poor people, vagabonds, beggars. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, like where I'm at, or maybe in California, or, any big city where there's homeless people and they're on the street begging, they're going to be put into one of these. Political prisoners. So when I was reading all of this, communist, social democrats, whatever the SB was, or SA, I don't remember. But anyone that was against the Nazi Party. And just like in communist Russia, who was their main target? Christians. Because you know who the communists were. You know who the Bolsheviks were, don't you? If you don't, you should. You should look that up. But it was mainly Christians at that time. I'm talking about in communist Russia. And then everyone else, because they would get paranoid, and or just, you know, in general, you know, not everybody likes everyone. So they would bring up trumped up charges and put them in prison, right? Well, guys, if you're not going to go along in this beast system that is coming, you're going to be on that list, especially if you're a Christian and you don't go along with the program. I know some of you Christians out there are going along with the program already. But that's not going to last, because you'll end up on that list sooner or later, and no one's going to be there to fight for you. And I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, our scriptures tell us that we're going to be beheaded or imprisoned, and you're just going to have to come to terms with that. You know, you're going to have to make a stand. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting, and I wanted to share that with you because everybody thinks I'm crazy whenever I bring something up. And, you know, everyone likes to say, no, we're progressing. And I see a decline. I feel like I'm the only one that sees that at times. I know there's a few of you out there who listen, and you know what I'm talking about. And you know that our society, we're declining. We're getting really bad. Each time someone comes into office, it gets worse and worse. Guys, there's no good guys in our government. No Democrat, no Republican. I mean, Republicans are just fake Democrats anyway. It's one coin, two sides of the same. I've told you guys this before, but you guys don't like to listen. But anyway, I would be reading up on what is going on, and because you also got this digital currency thing going on. I know some of you are concerned with, you know, your money in the bank. I would be too if we had any money, which we don't. But I'm praying. I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying for us because we need it. We all need prayer. I'm going to stop there, but I want to ask you guys something. I have been working on my patches, and I'm doing the tribe patches. As of right now, I'm not doing Dan. 2 reasons. I don't like snakes, and he's not mentioned in Revelation 7. Now, Revelation 21, I think, says that all the tribes will be on, you know, their names will be on a gate. Of course, it doesn't say what tribes. So my question to you guys is, should I do a patch for Dan or not? I would really appreciate your input on that. Today I took a break from doing that. I mean, I worked on a patch, something not related to, you know, the Lord or, you know, Bible, anything. It's a panda bear, and I'm almost done with it. I started this morning after I did the recording, and it's pretty cute, if I do say so, and it's pretty special to me. So, but please leave a comment about if I should or shouldn't, because I don't know if I'm right or wrong in not doing that, and so some input would be nice. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you all, and I'm praying. All right, bye.